What's the point? So many of the companies have already gone under, so who do you give the money to? The $1,200, a lot of people viewed that was just done untargeted to rich and poor, so that probably won't fly. When you talk to the head of Airbnb, he'll tell you that business is up so huge because hotels just can't, like my inn. I mean, there's no customers. So, I mean, who are they giving the money to? I mean, at this point, they can only give it to the states. And Secretary Mnuchin so far has not shown a lot of give there. So is it possible that both sides think if we just keep pressing our position, we'll be able to argue to the voters that we tried, and it fails? Because all this talking, it happened while small businesses went under. And everybody knows that. Did it matter to them?
Jim, you know that there is a difference between policy and between politics. There's been a lot of pressure from some of Pelosi's moderate members, some of the majority makers, the frontline freshmen who were responsible for helping to give the House, give the Democrats control of the House back in 2018. They have been agitating for the House to take a vote on something. This is a way for them to say, hey, we did our best. We tried to put something on the table, and it's the Republicans who didn't agree. Of course, we do know that there are areas of agreement between both parties, but we also know that Pelosi has decided that her strategy is to be comprehensive in this and ensure that there is something for everyone. She's worried that if you start taking this apart, the politics of it become even more difficult.
Elon, do we know how this is going to be received at the White House or the Senate? You know, I can remember it's a number of weeks now since Chief of Staff Meadows joined us on air and hit a very positive tone in his view at that point. And then, of course, nothing happened over these last few weeks. Any word at all?
Well, I think that you guys are going to find out pretty soon here in the next hour or so when you speak to Larry Kudlow. But I think that there was some positive signals from the administration around a compromise proposal that came from both some Democratic and Republican rank-and-file members of the House. So there was some sense that there could be room for negotiation. But that proposal, the House leadership, Democratic leadership, has already rejected it. So we're kind of back to the drawing board. Pelosi here is putting some flesh on the bones of the overall top-line number that she has been laying out for quite some time now. And we'll see whether or not it's enough to get Mnuchin back to the negotiating table and to actually move the needle here. I think a lot is going to depend on the sort of tenor of the conversation that the two of them have this morning.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.